At the risk of boring you, I'm going to talk about leftovers again, because it's very important that we do not waste food. It really is. And what I do is I keep all the bits and pieces. I put them in just a bowl. Any kind of bowl's fine. I put them in the fridge. Every day or two I have a look and see what I can do. And I've got some, what I've got here, I have some leftover red onion, bit of red capsicum, yellow capsicum, one mushroom. I only had one mushroom left over. And so I had some zucchini and some eggplant. And I'm going to do a lovely Moroccan style salad, which really is absolutely delightful. And it's vegetarian, which is always nice. So I'm just going to cut up some eggplant, reasonably thick slices, because I'm going to grill them, and some zucchini as well, and I'll just take those off. But what I do is I put them in separate bowls. Like for today, these are the hearty vegetables, but I also put salad ingredients, like baby tomatoes and spring onions and things like that in another bowl. And I put all the real leftovers in a bowl, and I make soup, because that can always go in the freezer. Right, now I've told you my plans for the year. Let's just throw this in to the bowl, and we'll just put some olive oil. I'll toss that around in a minute. It just, rather than putting the olive oil on the grill, I far prefer to put it on the ingredients themselves. And I'm also going to make some couscous to go with this. So what I've got for the couscous is I've got some lovely fresh orange juice. And this is real genuine orange juice. This comes from my mate Rod, South Melbourne Market, and they have one of those big machines, and they do it every morning. So this is the real stuff. So I buy a decent sized one, because I promise you there'll be no leftovers in our household of that. So 1 cup of orange juice and a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. You can do your favourite couscous recipe if you're a couscous person. Good tablespoon of raisins and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Right, we're looking good, and I just put that on the grill, and when that comes to the boil, what I will do is throw it in with a cup of couscous. Just like that. Easy. Now, the next thing I need is I'm going to make a harissa yogurt. Now, you can make your own harissa. Any Moroccan cookbook will have it in it, but you don't need to. Just buy a tube of this and some nice Greek yogurt, and put as much or as little as you like, because it's got a bit of a kick to it. So if you like the food to be fairly spicy, give a big whack of it. And I've just got some chopped coriander, which isn't essential, but I had some coriander left over, so I've used that. You could use mint if you wanted to. I like coriander. And also the juice of a lemon. Half a lemon will be enough for this. And we'll just mix that up and just set that aside. And all we're now doing is waiting for this orange juice. If you've got 2 burners, unlike me, if you've got a couple of burners, obviously it'll come to the boil in about 2 seconds flat. But do mix this up really well. Let's just have a taste. It's going to be a bit cinnamony taste of cinnamon. Oh, that's nice. Now that's enough harissa. I wouldn't give any more. It really has got a kick, because they differ. Depending on which brand you buy, they do differ. All right, this is looking good. Come to the boil. Let's just plop it in there. I'll just get rid of that pot out of the way, and I'll grab a spoon, and we'll just mix this up. So just mix that in really well, and we cover that with some cling wrap. So you want to cover it tightly, because you want it to steam. And then we'll just put that to the side, just over there, out of the way. And now we'll start thinking about our veggies. So just toss them around in that oil and onto our grill. You can always turn it down if you feel that it's cooking a little bit fast, but remember, you want some grill marks on it. You want it to have a bit of oomph to it, don't you? Now this is only for 1 person, but you certainly could double it very easily. You know, depending on how many leftovers you've got, of course. And it's pretty easy to double any of your single recipes. It's just cutting them down from 4 and 6 that's a bit harder, I always find. And if you're doing it inside like me, make sure that you've turned your smoke alarm off. And make sure you turn it back on too. All right. So this is the best part of it. I just stand here, turn, keep an eye on it, make sure it's got some grill marks, and make sure it's tender. These kind of veggies would also go beautifully alongside a steak. You know, a simple steak with a herb butter of some sort. Once again, your leftover herb butter. But the lovely smokiness, they just add some flavour, doesn't it? You could use pumpkin or sweet potato too if you had those. You know, I'm leaving it up to you guys. But I do like the sort of the Mediterranean blend, which I've got here today. Right, let's have a look at our couscous. And to that we then add a good dollop of butter. Not too much, don't get silly about it, but it just adds that little bit of, I was going to say creaminess, but it's not really creaminess. It just adds a bit of extra flavour. And then we fluff it up. Now, I normally find a fork does better for the fluffing. And that's why I was using a spoon, you see, just to see if you were watching. Standing there yelling, Huey, use a fork. There we go. That's looking good. Just have a look at that, James. Make sure you get all those lumps out. You can pre-do this and reheat it in the microwave, but if you reheat it in the microwave, make sure you get rid of all the lumps before you put it in the microwave. You know, just do them between your fingers. But it takes such a little time, it seems pointless doing it beforehand. But that is up to you, my friends, up to you. What we also add to that, I've just got some rocket. You could use watercress if you liked. Don't have any rocket, but you want something with a bit of guts to it because of the veggies that you're doing. And I'll just add a little bit of olive oil to that. And then we go with our veggies on top. Now this is a generous serve, as we can see. You know, it is so delicious. I think you'll really enjoy this. And I think you'll like a generous serve, because I'm doing a main course here. This is for a main course. And then over the top, a decent amount of this harissa. I always do a bit of extra because I just put it in the fridge. It'll last for a week or so. And it is lovely on lots of things. I love it in a chicken sandwich. I really do. I think it's a ripper. But I like most things in a chicken sandwich, don't I? All right. Let's have a look at that. And to go with that, my friends, I'm going to serve a red wine today, but a nice soft fruit-driven Grenache. I think that'll go brilliantly with it. You don't want a big, bold Shiraz or anything like that. Just a nice light Grenache would be a perfect match. You know, it goes with the spice as well. It really does. It really complements those spices. So there we have a lovely Moroccan warm salad with a glass of Grenache. I'm happy.